Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cruise Vibe with Agbi Osaibovo. We have a special guest in the house. He's a legal practitioner. He will be guiding us some of the legal guidance we need to live as a citizen and as a business person. You are welcome to the program, sir.
Oh, thanks a lot. I sincerely appreciate this privilege and this opportunity. It's a great one. Ifeoluwa John Aderogba. I'm a legal practitioner, the lead counsel in Excellence Barristers and Solicitors.
You are welcome to the program. We appreciate you, and we are really grateful for having you on the program. Sir, can you please tell us a brief introduction about yourself? Who are you? Where are you from? So how did you get to this stage you are so far? We just want to know you.
Okay. Like I already shared, I'm Aderogba Ifeoluwa John. I hail from the town of Ilesha, Osun State, where I also lived. I attended Obafemi Awolowo University before proceeding to law school. Yes, Abuja campus. And then I served in Ekiti State and all. And before I did my pupillage in 3 chambers, Falade in Ekiti, Oye Shokoya and Co. in Ilesha, and Royal Legal Services in Ibadan here, before I now pull up to have my own law firm here in Ibadan. It has really been a great time.
Wow. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Sir, a lot of people who will dive deeply into some points. A lot of people are finding it difficult to know more about, they are not guided about legal matters when it comes to business. We realized just recently, the CBN, the Apex Bank, made it compulsory that every POS operator must have a CAC registration. But they were in operations even before that requirement was made. So, sir, and some other persons already have their businesses being registered even before this time. So we want to know, are there specific businesses that should be registered, or all businesses are supposed to be registered? What are the guidelines? People want to know. People want to start up, or people already in business?
Okay, thanks a lot for this question, and it's very appropriate. People do things at times because of ignorance, and by the time they get to a stage, they now get stuck because they are not properly trained. And that's why I really appreciate you for bringing this platform to enlighten the public about things they need to know to move forward. Like you rightly shared, as soon as a person has a business idea that he knows that will begin to bring financial income, or that is enterprising, the first thing the person should do is have a business name. And that business name should and must be registered with the government. And the principal governmental parastatal empowered with this responsibility is the Corporate Affairs Commission, that's CAC. Any business organization, any organization whatsoever, now any enterprise, which is different from you as an individual, that is engaging in transactions, business transaction and the rest with other people. In other words, an artificial person must be registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission. So it's not restricted to a business or categories, some specific categories. It's all businesses. Businesses which go on with their business without being registered, they are doing illegal activities. And this has caused some businesses to have challenges with EFCC and all. I really tell you, people need to be enlightened about this, that once you have a business idea, don't just stop until when you have big money. Some people have business idea and they are waiting for opportunities. But little do they know that preparation when preparation meets opportunity. Like boom, some people have opportunities but they are not prepared. Right. Some people get to a stage in which they have privileges for loan, and they ask them, go and bring your papers, go and bring your certificates, and they don't have. They now begin to rush. Why don't you get prepared before that time? So business registration, or the registration of your business or your company with CAC, which is the principal one, and with other relevant one, depending on the sector which you are attached to, is a sine qua non. In other words, it's mandatory, it's compulsory. It's not something you can just leave aside and say, I will do later on. You saw the challenge that came up with those with POS. Now, many didn't register their businesses. They just thought I can just do POS business and just go on with it. but it became a challenge. Even the porter had some issues and all. But assuming they are taking proactive steps, they could have averted this. Some people have lost business opportunities, big ones, just because they are not prepared. Do you want to be one of those people who will fall into that trap? I will just please get prepared. Get your business registered. That is the first step, even as you engage in business transactions. Then apart from getting your business registered, I want to advise you, get your doctor. Sorry, and that doctor is your lawyer in line with business transaction. Just like a woman who is pregnant, I just feel, I don't need to register. When it's 9 months, I will give birth. You are joking with your health. You are joking with the baby. You are even jeopardizing many other things. But you need to be well advised. It's just like when a woman who is pregnant, it's advisable you get an NHIS to save you costs. But some people are not doing that, and many people have lost their lives. They love their babies and all. So also the same with a lawyer. You need to get a lawyer to be helping you, especially when you have legal issues. And don't wait until you have legal challenges to inform your lawyer. Whenever you have any big transaction with people, relational transaction, business transaction with people, get your lawyer involved. There are some people, they get themselves involved with big deals, and they don't call their lawyer to be involved in all the stages. No agreement is signed, nothing, it's just verbal. I will do this, you will do this, that's all. And later on, business boomerang and crumbles, and things now go wayward. The other person is not faithful to the business, and you just be faithful, and you say, I'm not. Is there any written document? And people find themselves in many problems. Just like many people, they buy lands, they don't do the agreement and all. They feel like I don't need it. But the challenges come, and they face the wrath of it. In Nigeria, we need to go beyond that mindset, that fire brigade mindset, to be people who are proactive, who act by wisdom, who do things that are right, not just because problems arise. So you need to get yourself a lawyer. And when you get yourself a lawyer, you need to do, how will I call it, legal retainership with that lawyer. This is my lawyer. Just like having a clinic. When you have a medical doctor, this is my doctor, this is my clinic, and you do registrations and the rest with them, pay card, and also you sit with a lawyer. You need to register with him. Like I said, it's called legal retainership. It's a process. The lawyer will have your details, and then you are a client with them. And don't wait until when you have problems to inform your lawyer. Anytime you begin to have business transactions, my lawyer, this is it. There are some people in which some people just come, this is a deal, just sign. They don't involve their lawyer. And then later on, they begin to say, these terms are not convenient. So this clause was there. I didn't know. You already signed. And the issue is you are bound with what you signed, even in the court of law. What you've written is greater than what you said. But you need a professional to help you study and help you discern and decipher the intricacies, whether it's favorable to you or not. For example, you are a person who is dealing with other people, and is there other person who has a lawyer? You don't have your own lawyer. That person will just shift and get the greater advantage and put you, that lawyer, and the other lawyer might do things to your disadvantage. But because you don't have a lawyer to counteract and to no, why don't you do it like this? No, it's not favorable to mine. So you need to get your lawyer involved in all the transactions in which you are doing. So as you go with your business, let your lawyer be involved. The advices that are intricate, the only a lawyer can tell you about. For example, you find out that employers are breaching their terms. They are going beyond what they need to. You can say, sir, this is not what you bargained for. But when there are no terms, when there are no written terms, how will you be able to defend your rights? It's not possible.
Wow.
So there are many more things in which your lawyer will be able to advise you appropriately. You just mentioned, you made mention of other business legal mechanisms that can be put in place.
Yes.
Especially for startups. There are advices it will give. It might not even bill you like the way it bills other people, because you understand your position. And when they hear about your ideas, they'll be interested. They can even support you. And also, don't say because I don't have big money now, I don't want to push forward. Engage your lawyer in all the business deals you are doing. And also for startup, even though this is more of the commercial side, try and get a business account. Some people just run businesses without a business account. They just send your name to those people. People don't trust people like that. But when you have a business account, you know this is a person I can what? I can trust. This is a business what? I can. It's traceable. And one of the things you also need to is get your TIN, tax identification number, among some other details. Once you get it, it's favorable to you. Then apart from this, I need to add this. This is a mistake some people are making. And they've registered their business and they thought that's one time for all. Please, as a business owner, after you register your business, it's just like when you buy a land. Yes, you're the owner, but you still pay ground rents. There's something called annual returns that business owners or business companies and the rest pay annually. If you don't pay it, it begins to get backlogs and there are fees and fines attached to it, and it's yearly. And many business owners don't know about this. There are times in which they need something from CAC and the rest, and they just know about so they're not saying you've not paid, you've been in arrears of annual returns. And some businesses have even their names have been delisted just because they didn't pay their annual return. So these are some of the things that when you get a lawyer, he can advise you properly. Especially a lawyer that is involved in business and all. He can, especially corporate lawyer, and he can advise you in total. There are some people also involved, they get themselves involved. For example, there are people who are artists, artistic writers and all. You publish book, you don't copyright it. And you just later on find out that all people who are involved in inventions, they don't do patents, they don't trademark it. Later on you just find someone in the street and that person using it and you want to sue him. And find out you find it difficult to enforce it. Why? Because you have not copyrighted your work. And then another thing about business name, please. So people have established. I do face that challenge. People have established business for 10 years. They already have that name. Maybe like Azotov's business enterprise. And they've become, everybody all over the nation have known Azotov's, but they've not registered. And then something now come up, they did the registration by agency. But before they know it, someone already registered before them. You know, it's just like the story of this telephone and Bell. This Mr. Bell and rest. There were two inventors. One rushed to register it
before the other.
Mr. Bell was not the one who was not the first person who got the idea, yes. Even though they got it at different place, at different time, but he got the idea first. Mr. Bell got it, but was the one who took proactive step to register it.
That secured it.
That secured it. So telephone is named after him as the inventor.
Yeah.
So some people have business names, not knowing that another person has already hijacked that business name and is already registered. So you now come to say, see, please register my business name. Another person has it. You can't register it. That's why some people have lost business connections and the rest just by that. So these are little things, just like little foxes that spoil the vine. These are things you should not just neglect. There are things people should take notice of and take active step. As long as you know that I'm a man with a business, or I have a business idea, please get your lawyer. Don't do everything with your brain.
Wow.
Even apart from a lawyer, you need other networks too. An insurance expert, corporate expert, but you also need a lawyer to bring the legal aspect, to bring that legal divide. Because if that place is left out, you find yourself that it's just like some people build houses, they don't consult an architect. You just call it, just build anyhow. And they later find out there are problems, or they don't call structural engineers. Everyone has something to offer to your business. And if that place is neglected house, you will suffer it. A stew without salt, we have problem.
True.
No matter how, it doesn't matter the number of chicken and turkey you put there. That salt is an ingredient that is important. The lawyer is the salt you're corporate with.
Wow, thank you so much. I have another question I would like clarification.
All right.
I discovered that now that CAC is done online, I see a lot of people who are not legal practitioners. They begin to canvass for customers to come for them to register their businesses. So now what I want to ask, what is the advantage of a lawyer compared to these people who are all everywhere doing registration?
I want to appreciate you for that. We are in a season of cross-fertilization of ideas and professions. And I believe that's one of the um, vision that the Corporate Affairs Commission got, that they made it available, I mean, the registration available not only to lawyers and to accountants, but also to people called agents. So to say, I know. But something I want you to let you know is that an agent is different from a lawyer. There are problems an agent cannot solve for you. The agent can only help you to register. But there's more to a business than registration. It's just like childbirth. There are various places you can give birth to a child. There is, sorry, I'm using this vernacular word or this Yoruba word. There is Mama Benuo and the rest. There are clinics, there are hospitals. They can help you to give birth, isn't it? They can help you, they can midwife you into giving birth to the child. But can they sustain the health of that child after their birth, after the period of childbirth? No. You need to take that child to the hospital, especially anytime you need an health health facility for the child. So these people are given grace to midwife, like probably help you register. But there's more to a business than registration. No, I just made mention of some things like agreements. Another thing is mergers. For example, two companies want to merge together. There are intricacies, there are agreements to be signed. A person who is just a vendor cannot do that for you. You need a lawyer in those aspects. There are things in which a person who is not a lawyer cannot help you solve. There's only a lawyer that can, no matter, it's just like there are people in which they've, probably because they've been at pharmaceutical shops and the rest, they can prescribe drugs to you and all. But there are health issues they cannot attend to. It's only people who are doctors who know the intricacies that can attend to it. So there are more to a business than registration. Just like there's more to a child than childbirth.
Wow. I hope the viewers out there, they are listening. There is more to registration. If a lawyer should attend to you on your registration basis, it means when there are issues, you can easily run back to the lawyer. Make sure when it comes to business registration, seek guidance from a lawyer and it will help you. Thank you very much, sir. I am really learning from you. But one thing I also want to know, there are other issues like you have mentioned. You have been able to dive into several areas during your explanation. When it comes to business proper, I discovered that a lot of business people, they are scared to register their business because they are being informed there is a huge amount of money that will be paid either to CAC or to the tax people. Okay. So these things are what is scaring most of these people. So please, I want to throw more light. If there are benefits for paying these remitters to these various corporate bodies, what are their benefits? Because some of them, they are scared of doing this. Okay. But what if they continue, if they decide to go into it by doing it, what will be their benefit outside the registration?
Okay, thanks a lot for that question. In Yoruba, they will say, when you see a man whose dress sense is smart, you know he has a good tailor, and some sacrifices in form of finances has gone into it. You have a business. There are sacrifices you should be able to make for your business to grow. There are things you should be able to do to expand your business. I'm telling you, there are some people who not engage in business with you when they know you are not registered. There are people who have lost opportunities just because they are not registered. There are some people in which opportunities come, loan opportunities, and the rest, and where is your papers? They don't have it. So these things are things we call about preparing for the rainy day. A farmer who knows that he's waiting for harvest during the dry season will do what? Will begin to plant, because when the rain comes, there will be nothing to harvest if he didn't plant. It might be painful a little to make some of these sacrifices, but it's very, very beneficial. Then apart from that, it's not compulsory. There are CAC, Corporate Affairs Commission. I'm tailoring it majorly to CAC. Like I said, there are other bodies, but being the principal one, and every every business, every organization is still tied down to it, even including schools, including churches. They are still tied down to register with CAC and bring their businesses with CAC. So what am I saying? Every CAC understands this paradigm, and so gives platforms, various platforms to various people depending on their financial capability. There's the business name registration, and there's registration as a company. So if you don't have the financial wherewithal to register as a company because you're a starter, you can register as a business name. And later on, when you have the financial wherewithal, you can upgrade to a company. Those privileges are available in CAC. So you can start as a business name. When you have the financial capacity, you can upgrade it.
Okay.
To a company.
An enterprise, that what you bet.
Yes.
Can you upgrade an enterprise
Exactly.
to a limited liability
Exactly.
company with the same name?
Exactly. You can. That's the advantage of quickly registering your business name. When you don't register it and another person got the name before you, there's no way you can use it. Wow. Of course, there will be a search on CAC, but you have the advantage because you are the first in time. Who will prevail when others, by the time you apply for it, more privilege will be given onto you to register as a limited liability company or unlimited, depending on which aspect you want. And like I said, the opportunities, it makes people believe in you. Just like the way you look is the way you are dressed, the way you dress is the way you are dressed. There are people you attract because of the value you have. Look at this studio. Look how nice it is and how wonderful. There are categories of people it will attract.
True.
So when you make your business standard, it will attract the right investors, it will attract the right customers, it will bring opportunities to you, among many other things. Like I said, without registering your business, you can't have a bank account.
True. So
there are many myriad opportunities that people are missing just because they've not registered their businesses.
Good. Like the market women who are selling in the market, yes, they can also register.
They can register.
You must not have a decent shop before you can have.
No, it's not compulsory. You have a decent shop. Thank God we are in a digital world, and even in the comfort of your home, you are making money. So anytime you know this is a business idea that is relational and is enterprising, please go forth and register it. You don't need to wait. You know that mama who is in the shop, there are times in which the government wants to give grants. And you who have those things are the people who have a greater edge. And so you can easily get the grant, but if you are not registered, a stitch in time saves life.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I hope whenever we need you on the show to say more about other legal areas, because today we want to talk about registration, because we know that is what is a lot of people are facing such challenges now. So sir, anytime we need you around to talk about other legal areas, I hope you will make yourself available, sir.
Of course, by God's grace. Thanks for the privilege. I sincerely appreciate it, because this is a platform that people need to be enlightened. There are some people, they desire the knowledge, but they don't have the access to it. But platforms like this give people privilege, and there are people who are ignorant. And sorry, there's a Latin maxim I will just say in English: ignorance of the law is not an excuse.
Very true.
So having this knowledge is really needed. Thank you for this platform. So anytime.
Interesting. So on a final note, what do you have for the people? What do you have? I want you to talk to the people. People want to hear from, as a legal practitioner, what do you have to tell the people? The advice, encouragement, how to stay out of trouble. Just talk to the people exactly what you want them to hear from a legal practitioner.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for that. I would first say this. That idea you have, don't look at it as it's small. It's a big idea. UBA started as an idea. First Bank started as an idea. All these big conglomerates started as an idea. But they kept improving, they kept adding. Keep adding to your business, keep adding to you. Keep adding to your business, keep adding to yourself. Deliver with excellence, add more values. As you do that, as you begin to increase, other opportunities will begin to come. That's like this area of business registration is one of the things you need to increase in. There are some people who don't have a lawyer, and challenges come. It's one of the areas you need to increase in. So get those knowledge, have a lawyer, involve him. And some people have lawyers, they don't involve them. They just do the things themselves. Please, it's advisable. It's a stitch in time always saves nine. It's better to do things to save yourself than to do things to resolve things. So please, and I also want to advise, let's be law abiding. Nigeria is a nation that is blessed. When you follow the law, there are things that are beneficial. If you don't follow the law, there are dangers that will happen. It's just like a person who fights on the street and feels like, if I fight, there's nothing. But you fight, the person dies, and the rest, and you are there to blame. And anytime you have a legal issue, please consult your lawyer. Don't just consult someone next to you. And when you have business deal, consult your lawyer. And when you've registered and you've done a business agreement with a lawyer and all to be his lawyer, anytime you have deals and you are disturbed, please always consult him. That's why he's there for you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's really nice having you on the show. We have come to the end of this episode. Like we always say, let's cruise, let's vibe, let's relate, let's discuss. Go to the comment section. We want to hear from you. We want to read from you. God bless you. I remain your host, Agbi Osai Bobo. Stay blessed.